Hey guys, what's up? It's Roth and Joshua here to talk a little Game of Thrones, the laws of gods and men.
Yeah, Tyrion's trial finally has come.
I know. So obviously a lot of things happen in this episode, but we're not going to talk about most of them. We're mostly going to talk about the trial and the big surprises there. So if you haven't caught up, check out, come back up when you do. You should watch it. It was a good episode. So first and foremost, big surprises at the trial. We're going to talk about the biggest one, Shay, in a minute, but there was a couple of other things that happened as well. Jaime agreed to sort of quit the Kingsguard and take up his place, leading the Lannister family and have kids.
It almost seemed like his father was expecting that to happen, right? He just immediately was like, yep, sure, okay, done, deal.
Yeah.
So he gets what he wants. So.
I know. I thought that was such a great moment because it was so exemplary of how Tywin is always like 10 steps ahead of everyone, including Jaime. Like, cool. He's going to go to the Night's Watch. You're going to go do what you're supposed to do, and I win.
It's Tyrion for you, or Tywin for you. Yeah.
Then another thing was, of course, you know, we had Varys come up, which some of the people testifying against Tyrion was no real surprise. They had bones to pick with him, not the least of which was Cersei. But Varys is a bit of surprise,
right?
Yeah,
we both read the books.
So we know a few things.
Yeah, but we're still not sure quite why he did that.
Yeah.
Even having read the books, like 5 books,
yeah.
we don't quite know what his plan is.
And that's what makes Varys sort of an interesting character. One of the things that we talked about this morning was I'd love to dig into him in a video as a character because he is really fascinating. But because we don't really know why he did it, we'll move on. Because hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Shay. Oh, damn! I mean, damn, right?
And Tyrion even gave her like a great life. It wasn't like he kicked her to the curb or anything.
No.
He's like, go live in a foreign land with jewels and a house and servants.
I know.
And she's like, no, I want you. And, that is something like really nice and special. But, clearly, I don't know, we don't know yet who sort of got to her and made her do all that. But clearly she was willing to do it. She said like everything.
I know. I mean, here's the thing is like, I get it, but there is a big difference between I don't like you anymore and I'm going to get your freaking head chopped off. I mean, it was an extreme response. And we knew, and it's interesting because there's a few differences from the book. Shay is actually quite different in the show than she is in the books. And I thought I kept wondering, because we knew this betrayal was coming, how are they going to pull this off? Why would she do this? They so clearly love each other. Little did I know how much more of an emotional gut punch it would be, because she does love him and he does love her. A little extreme, a little too far.
Yeah,
Do you buy it? Do you buy that she would do that just because he ditched her?
It seems weird because if she does love him that much, she's getting him killed. That was a death sentence. Like more than anyone else's testimony, that was the worst one. So it's different from the book, but it also excites me to like wonder how they're just going to play off this version of Shay.
Me too, and I think it's actually a really powerful choice. It also begs the question, Matt raised this point in his review, is did Bronn betray Tyrion? I mean, I was really glad that he didn't show up at the trial. That would have just killed me.
Yeah.
Because I love their bromance.
They're bros for life, yeah.
But he's the one that was supposed to bring Shay to the ship and said, it's all good. So did he lie?
Yeah, I don't know. If they introduced that betrayal into the show, I couldn't take it anymore. It would be too much. But, there's so many people who are manipulating things and know things they shouldn't. Varys and all his spiders, and Tywin probably has spies everywhere. So really anyone could have intercepted that ship and brought her back.
Absolutely, yeah. And I got to say, I thought that moment paid off beautifully. I thought it was gorgeously executed. She's been a real controversial character on the show. Some people already hated her. Some people were loving her and their relationship. So I think it paid off in a huge dividends emotionally. And it gave Tyrion his groove back.
Yeah, Tyrion got his groove back. Okay. Yeah, no, finally, he was just putting up with so much crap from everybody. But, Jaime came to him with the deal of, hey, just like go with it and you'll live in the Night's Watch. But he wasn't going to stand for it anymore. He said, I stood up to Joffrey. I did all these great things. And now, but when you do this, you like go to my heart and you hurt me. This is no longer like my pride. This is no longer like my station, like as a Lannister. This is like my heart. And then he was like, no more.
I thought it was so beautiful because he just had that small moment of pause where he said, Shay, please don't. And then she went all the way there, and then it unleashed an ancient rage within him. I am on trial. This is a farce. Jaime said that. I am on trial because I am a dwarf, which is absolutely true. And not only that, I should have let you all die. It brought me more relief than 1,000 horrors to see your son die. I should let you all die. I saved you, and I loved it. I loved that moment for him. It was so powerful. And we've talked about this a little bit. It almost brings him full circle as a character to where he was in the beginning of the series.
Yeah, I feel like season 1 was Tyrion's season. He got all the awards for the Golden Globe and the Emmy and everything. But I feel like that's also where he peaked. I feel like once he got like all this like drama and this responsibility and stuff, it just wasn't. It was still great, but not just like as good as it had been at season 1. But this is the return. I feel like of the Tyrion we know, who weasels out of things and like really just like does what he wants, gets his own way, and he's doing that with trial by combat.
Yeah, trial by combat is the big thing. I think it was great to see Tyrion actually take on that responsibility and see his ethical core as a character. But this rage is a beautiful thing to behold as well. But trial by combat, you guys, this is the big thing, because the question is, who's gonna, this was a big move on his part. He's taking a big risk, right? Like, he could have been known he was gonna live and go live at the Night's Watch, but now he could lose and die. The questions are, who's gonna fight for him? Who do you wanna see fight for him? If you know, please don't spoil it, but guess if you don't know. What did you think about Tyrion's big moment, and what did you think about Shay's huge betrayal? Let us know in the comments below, and for all things Game of Thrones, keep it locked right here to IGN.